Switzerland, located in Central Europe, the country borders Austria, Germany, Italy, and France. The Swiss people have lived in the plateaus of the Alps and thrived in this area for close to a millennia. Many people in this region are descendants from Germany, Italy, France, and the Celts. Switzerland is one of the few countries that was able to preserve their folk traditions, which are still alive, passed down using celebrations, festivals, traditions, and especially food. The cuisine is famously known for being dairy-based, which is seen in the famous Swiss cheese, chocolate, and raclette. Switzerland's ability to preserve the rich history, political ideology, and culture while staying neutral for most of its history is an achievement that other countries could only wish to achieve, which is notable when looking at the founding document. During the Middle Ages, the Alps area was submitted by the Holy Roman Empire, but however, the community were mostly independent. On August 1st, the three neighboring communities of Uri, Schwyz, and Niederwalden had come together to form the founding document of Switzerland, saying that they would protect each other against foreign and internal enemies, and would vote for leaders to address problems that they had with each other. While the cantons were still independent, this solidified the community of people who lived in the Alps Valley would work together. The communities would soon grow, adding more cantons and eventually add up to 13 cantons. These cantons would develop a semi-democratic system where rich people were elected as mayor of the cantons. The common people would live in communities or villages in small huts. The foundation would be ground and light levels were low. The wife would be in charge of taking care of the house, as the family dynamic was a patriarchy and would be under the husband. They were tasked to do chores, clean the house, make food, while also making textiles. Husbands would be either in the farm, which was the majority, or in guilds working. Young boys and girls would follow their parents and become apprentices of the father or mother. As for the people that are higher in the social ladders, such as merchants, they will have a more comfortable life, but will have the same duties as the peasants. Although this will all change during the Industrial Revolution, as children, women, and men will become equal. Most people will become workers for factories. The first factory was owned by Daniel Frey, and it was a chemical and food factory. The industries in Switzerland were in the food, textile, and mechanical markets, as most factories were made for one of these markets. This is how famous companies like Nestle and Linden were created during the time of the Industrial Revolution. These companies of Switzerland have the same industry that they were in the Industrial Revolution. Now, due to Switzerland being one of the first countries in the industrialization revolution, they are gaining a lot of capital. Switzerland became a haven of middle-class people, and we could see this in the GDP per capita, sitting at $92,101.5. With the business of Switzerland being so useful and the high rate of middle-class folk, unemployment and inflation are extremely low. The unemployment rate is at a 4.2 compared to Sweden's 7.4, while inflation is at 2.8, in which the world average is an 8. However, due to more factories, the CO2 emissions by metric ton per capita is at a 4.0, which is average to the world average of 4.3. Life expectancy and literacy rate are extremely high for Switzerland, with life expectancy at 84 compared to Ethiopia's 65, and the literacy rate is 99. The world average is 87. Switzerland industries and neutralities and major conflicts made it so it kept producing products and gaining economic advantages over others. To sum up, peasants' lifestyles were heavily affected by the Industrial Revolution, as the family dynamic would eventually change. However, social structure and government hadn't really changed before and after the Industrial Revolution. Although Switzerland, due to the advantage of being one of the first countries to industrialize, became an industrial powerhouse, with many famous companies that came from that Industrial Revolution. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.